Hi! Hello, lovelies. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah, and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. But welcome back to another listening day. It is time for this week's album listen, which I missed one last week, so technically I should do two this week, technically, but I don't have the time for it because this one is so long already. I chose a couple of long ones in this one. But here, today, we are going to be listening to BTS's RM's solo album called Indigo. I have already listened to Mono, and so that's why we're not starting with it. I listened to it when it was released because during 2018, I was still basically only a solo army. So I hadn't listened, like, I was in it. So I listened to it when it was released, of course. But because I started branching out in, what was it, 2020, I would say? I started branching out a lot and I started becoming a very big multi-stan. I just never got to it, and also I was filming actively during this time, so I don't really get to stuff unless I'm filming for it. So it just kind of sat on the side and I never got into it, but I love his music. He is not even one of my biases in BTS, but I love his music. I think his musicality is amazing. He's such a good writer, and the feelings that he creates in his songs are amazing. I especially love Sawol from the Mono album. I listened to it over and over again. It was one of my top songs of 2018, I think, because not only do I think like the way that he wrote it is amazing, but I just love the whole song, like the sound of the song itself. It was so beautiful. So I'm really excited for today to experience some more, because even though I'm not as huge of an army as I was in 2018 and like 2017, I would say, till like 2020, where that was the only thing that I listened to. I still really appreciate their music and their commitment to, like, yeah, their musicality. I just think that whatever they create is really beautiful. So I'm excited for today to get into some stuff, and obviously I will be really excited to get into the other members as well, which I'll definitely get to soon enough, because I've decided, even though it's probably a bad idea now, because basically, is every member in the military right now? I think so. I'm sorry, everybody. I know that it's probably still a bad time, but this means that I have time to catch up for when they get out, I should say. Maybe that's a better way to put it. But anyway, we're going to be listening to Indigo, and obviously because Indigo has 10 tracks on it, none of which I have listened to, we have a two-parter today. So that is why I also didn't want to do two album listens in one week, because, like, a two-parter is quite long, of course. But we are going to be listening to Yoon with Erykah Badu, which I do know who that is. Still Life, which has a music video. All Day, or I should say who it is, with Anderson .Paak. I know him. He's very famous. All Day with Tablo. I also know Tablo. Forgetful with Kim Sawol. Do not know who that is. And Closer with Paul Blanco and Mahalia, I think. That is what's going to be in this part one. And then part two, we're going to get into Change part one, which I've already listened to Change, which is a bop, of course. That was one of, like, that was his first solo thing, right? I think so. But that is for part two. And also we're going to get into Lonely, Hectic with Cold. I know Cold. Wildflower with Eugene. And that one has a music video as well. So I have two music videos, but they're split over two parts. And then we have, lastly, number 2 with Park to You. And I think I know who that is, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that is everything. I'm sorry, that was quite a long go through. But I wanted to make sure we have everything set down on the table so you know what we're going to get into, because I have never made a video for BTS yet, even though I obviously have a deep history with them. But yeah, like I said, everything that is not a music video will be a lyric video in this one, because I feel like I didn't find any really good performances that wasn't, like, part of a whole thing. Because he did, like, a couple of live shows that he did a lot of the songs on this album, but I couldn't really find any good ones that weren't in the full, like, an hour-long performance. So I hope you understand. If we want to get into it in some time, I will be sure to if we want to get into it, I'll do it. But today we're just going to get into music videos where we have them, and we're going to get into lyric videos. So I hope that's okay with you. Little quick things, of course. We'll be watching all of these only once because we don't have time for anything more. And also we are going to, like I said, we're getting into lyric videos. So if there's anything wrong with the lyric videos, please let me know. Like, I know that with like most of these it's only him and one other person, so it'll be easy for me to tell apart, so it won't be like a part thing, but like if there's any translation errors, please let me know. But anyway, sorry for this very long intro. I just had a lot of history and a lot of things to lay down, and also because this is your first time with me, if you're an army watching this, of course. But anyway, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this though, and I'm sorry it took so long. Let's go ahead and get into this and start with our first song, which is Yoon with Erykah, Badu. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go. Alright, lovelies, let's go ahead and get into our first song for today. This is RM and Erykah Badu's Yoon, which I don't know what that is, like what that means, or if it's if it's a reference to anything, the title. But I'm really curious about this. I know Erykah because I believe she was quite popular in the 2000s, like the early 2000s, and she always had a very soulful voice, and she made like the more slower hip-hop / R&B music, like that sort of thing, which was more popular back then, and so I hope that like sort of is gonna come through in this one, but I really don't know what to expect. Obviously, I think that if that is what we're gonna get into, I would really enjoy it, because RM, when he's by himself, I keep calling him RM. I'm just going to say Namjoon, because, like, I feel that connection, obviously. But Namjoon always has this, like, slower and more emotional feel to his solo songs. He doesn't really often go for intense in his solo music, and I think that's just because of his deep emotional maturity that he has, where he writes emotional stuff, so it just makes sense to make the song itself sound very emotional. So that's just what he goes for when he does his own music. But like when he's working with others, maybe they bring in elements that are different from his. Because I feel like with most of his songs that I've heard that are solo songs, they have like more of a somber feel, but I really don't know. I'm curious. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. There was also like they say CC here, and I think that they said that there's a sample used, and that's the translation for it. I'm going to go through it later once we've listened to it, but I just want to hear. I'm just going to hear it and read it, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's go into our first song. Let's go. Yes. I think that is Korean, right? I think so. I'm gonna turn on the CC here and see what they're saying.
Fuck the trendsetter. I'm back to time, far too when
the first word being a swear word. I did not expect that. I mean, I know that like when I transitioned out of being a solo stan, that was when they started getting more wild. Whoa. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the CC now.
Fuck the trendsetter, I'ma turn back the time. Back the time, far too when I was 9. 좋은 것과 아닌 것밖에 없던 그때 차라리 그때가 더 인간이었던 듯해. 이쪽 저쪽에서 받았던 손가락질들이 이젠 가야 할 곳이라며 저 산을 가리키지. That's where you belong, or you gon' be alone. If 뭣도 아닌 그 지심들을 고집하면은 뒤에 빠진 넌 사실 뭣도 아니야. 너는 고속도로서 오솔길로 가려 해. 너는 그냥 내 말 좀 들어. 그러다 다 잃어. 늘 그랬듯 you go with the flow, you get better. Fuck that shit, 애들랑제 lifestyle. 내 나의 자리는 경계에서 내 pipeline. 여전히 난 허락되지 않는 꿈을 꿔. 아무도 보지 않는 춤을 춰.
Alright, I'm excited for her to get in here. Ooh, this feels very emotional and personal to him. So there's this line particularly, I'm gonna go through like particular lines later if I feel like it, but there was just this line where he was like, "You're nothing without a team," which I think, if I'm not mistaken, he has spoken about this multiple times of like he feels like when he's by himself, he doesn't have as much confidence as he's with the team. At least that's what I think. But forgive me if I am like speaking out of nowhere here, where it's like not founded. But I understand that also. Oh, that line. I think I was more human. I do honestly think so too. We're our most human when we're kids, honestly. And so before we are able to be like manipulated basically by society, that's honestly when we're the most true form of humanity. Honestly. Alright, let me get into her groove.
You keep the silence for you do something now.
She also has this like nasally pitch that I like a lot.
You be a human till the death of you down. Yeah.
I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. 그는 말했지 늘 먼저 사람이 되라. 예술할 생각 말고 놀아. 느껴 he know what I did with the techniques.
I think he's probably referencing, I think Yoon might be like either part of the name or the name of like a philosopher. And maybe that's what he's referencing, because there's a lot of philosophy here. I get that part. I'm a be human. Wait, hold on. Let me see exactly what he said there. Hold on. Hold on.
Madness.
I want to be a human for I do some art. So it's like the whole I think therefore I am type of questioning too. But like that sort of thing where it's like even though like the world is crap, I'm still going to put out my creativity and like put out my thoughts in a way that others can hear them, because what are we without art, honestly?
Madness. 그는 말했지 늘 먼저 사람이 되라. 예술할 생각 말고 놀아. 느껴 he know what I did with the techniques, what it did with the skills, what it did with all the words in your lyrics that you can feel. 나 단순히 말한 진리가 뭔지 몰라. 다만 그저 찾아가는 게 우리 나의 속도와 방향일 때. But to me you the fucking contemporary. 여전히 이곳에 살아서 흘러 permanently. 이 모든 경계 위에 선 자들에게 반드시 보내야만 했던 나의 밤을 건네. 반짝이는 불꽃은 언젠가 땅으로. 카이사르의 것은 카이사르로. 시커멓게 탄 심장 죄를 뿌린 그 위에 실을 쓴 내 사선을 오갔던 생과 당신이 마침내 이 땅에 남긴 것들에게 나 역시 그저 좀 더 나은 어른이게.
Aww. Wow. That line too. I just want to be a better adult. Oh. I'm just vibing to this beat. I love it. It's like a little fluty instrument in the back.
I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness.
죽기까지 못한다. 그렇게 하고 싶은데 안 돼.
Hold on.
죽기까지 못한다. 그렇게 하고 싶은데 안 돼. 그러려면 욕심도 다 버리고 모든 욕심 다 버려. 천진무구한 세계로 들어가야지. 그러니까 나는 그렇게 하고 싶은데 왜 안 되는 거예요. 근데 죽을 때까지 그렇게 해보려고 노력은 해야지. 그게 인간의 목적인 것 같아.
Ooh. Wow. That's really cool. That definitely felt like a very raw piece of art, you know? It's not that often that I call music art, even though it is obviously, but a lot of the times music can be very, what should I say, flat, very two-dimensional. There's not much going on there. It's like very, you can read the lyrics and like understand it from the first moment you read it. But I feel like just with philosophy, where like the whole point of it is that they want you to think about what they're saying and they want you to examine it. I feel like this is also something like that, where he made this and he wanted you to read these lyrics and be like, huh, interesting, you know? Like, there's a lot of poetic thought behind this. But like song-wise, I really liked it. It does have that like 2000s like R&B style that is like quite light on the instrumentation. It's just letting the voices shine through and like be mainly about the vocal, which I do enjoy quite a bit. This is more of like the stuff that I like when I'm like really pent up and really like stressed. This is the type of music that I usually would listen to because it feels like it's almost de-stressing in a way, honestly. And yeah, it's been a while since I've heard him swear, and I really like it. He just sounds so good saying fuck. Like, I don't sound that good swearing. I feel like I sound really unnatural swearing, and that's why I almost never do it. But he just sounds good when he like lets the birds fly, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I really like that as a first song. Sort of like gives a good first impression here. But yeah, now we're gonna go into a music video. I'm excited. This is Still Life with Anderson Paak. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. But I'm really excited for this, because I haven't watched a music video from them in a long time, so we'll see what kind of things are included here and what kind of vibes we're getting, and hopefully we're continuing some of these good vibes, so we'll see. But yeah, let's go into this and watch this music video together. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. Alright, lovelies, let's go into this next song. This is called Still Life with Anderson Paak. I do not know if I've heard this. Usually if it has a music video, there's a chance that I might have seen clips or something along the lines of that. But if it's from 2022, it was late 2022, but if it is from 2022, there might be a chance that I have heard it, but I just have forgotten it, because I don't have a clue at this moment, so we will see. But yeah, I'm excited. It's been a long time since I've seen a music video from these guys, because obviously I haven't reacted to anything on camera yet. This is my first like official video, so we will see what we have here. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go. Oh yeah, the new Big Hit logo. That's crazy. We're on a train? Wow. Ooh.
I'm still alive.
Ooh.
I'm still alive.
Okay, this is a lot more of like a upbeat feel than I thought it would, but I like it. I'm just gonna say right now, like looking at his face, it feels crazy to be here, because like, it's been a long time. I'm just gonna say, I haven't reacted to anything in my 3 years of YouTube, so it feels crazy to be here. Anyway, wow.
I'm still alive.
Hold on, I'm gonna fix the captions a little bit. Hold on.
I'm still alive.
Whoa.
Still alive. Let's
Not still alive, but I'm moving. Just live now, going forward. Yeah, 멈추지 않은 정물. 또 비워 나의 culture. Give me no name, cause I'm untitled. 계속 전시되는 내 삶. Yeah, 그래도 삶. 아직도 삶. 과거는 가버렸고 미래는 모르네. 두 갈래 길에서 숨 고르네. 벗어나고 싶어 이 캠퍼스의 틀. 어제와 내일이 내게 들인 그날 나 그저.
Oh, I love when you add like that sort of like harmony underneath a rap. Ooh, hold on.
아직도 삶. 과거는 가버렸고 미래는 모르네. 두 갈래 길에서 숨 고르네. 벗어나고 싶어 이 캠퍼스의 틀. 어제와 내일이 내게 들인 그날 나 그저 잠잠하게 live earth time. 24/7 yeah baby I'm on time. 난 그저 오늘을 살아 일본을 좀마저 같이 처음 볼 때.
Whoa.
I'm still alive. Y'all can lock me in the frame. I'm
Ooh.
yeah, I'm still
I feel like this does spark some type of nostalgia in me, but I don't know if it's because I've heard it or if it because it just has a feeling of being nostalgic. I don't know, but I really like the sound of it. It's like there's definitely some like questions and some like some stuff that is like more how should I put this? It isn't very. There's still some like questions and answers in this that are like it's questioning things about life and stuff like that, but at the same time it sounds very like jolly and happy almost in the sound of it, you know?
I'm still alive. Y'all can lock me in the frame. I'm moving. Yeah, I'm still alive.
Wow. Ooh, it looks really cool.
I'm still alive.
But I'm moving. Just live now, going forward. Yeah, 멈추지 않은 정물.
So I feel like it is a play on words. It's like he has a still life, but he's also he's still live. You know what I mean? Like it's sort of like he lives a still life now. He lives like a more quiet life, but at the same time, he's still alive. You know? Ooh, I like that as a title. I didn't even think about that until like I just got it now. Ooh, that's a good one. Like a play on word title. Ooh.
Don't be one night culture. I'm still alive, but I'm moving. Just live now, go forward. 멈추지 않은 정물. You will never stop, baby. Let's get it now. Every day's my day one, brother. Baby, 난 돈으로 시간을 벌어. 걔네 조롱은 듣지만 닉비 버려. 꼭 벌어지들 온라인에 목숨 걸어. Trendsetter, I'm a friend better. 시상해줄 정도의 going getter. 결국 네가 원하는 대로는 되지 않았지. 바른 건 달리 너무 잘 살아내네 내 뜻대로. Living in 한남대로.
Oh my god. Oh, I love the way that he's playing with his like flow in here. He is great with playing with his flow. He's so good with like doing these little change ups in the way that he's rapping, and I love it. I love that we just threw in a little bit of like a hater thing. Like, yeah, if you're just gonna listen to everybody who dislikes you, then like you're just wasting your own time, honestly.
바른 건 달리 너무 잘 살아내네 내 뜻대로. Living in 한남대로. Look at my 탄탄대로. 일이 없어 이제 강남대로. 월세 밀린 너 빨리 당장 빵 빼고.
강남.
We better do it live. Look at my style.
Woo!
사람 잡초처럼 야 화초처럼 넌 I never stay.
Hold on.
오늘은 사람 잡초처럼.
Stop living the moment like those pesky weeds.
야 화초처럼 넌 I never stay.
Woo! Oh shit.
Hey, Paak,
What's up?
you don't know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, bro.
Shit
Aw.
happens in life, but you know what happens is what happens.
It's gonna be what's gonna be, bro. You just gotta do your thing.
Ooh,
I'm still alive.
that's cool. That's a cool shot.
Lock me in the frame. I'm moving. Yeah, I'm still alive. Life is better than the death. I'm proving. Yeah, I'm still alive.
But I'm
Ooh.
now, go forward. Yeah, 멈추지 않은 정물. Don't be one night culture. I'm still alive, but I'm moving. Just live now, go forward. Yeah, 멈추지 않은 정물. You will never stop, baby. Let's get it now.
Bay. I wonder if it's supposed to be like BAE or if it's not. I don't know. That was a really cool music video. They really turned it up. Like, the art direction was really good on that one. Because sometimes when it's like a solo music video, it can get a little bit like, there's not a lot going on. But I feel like there was constantly things for me to catch with like cool camera tricks and the CG and all that. It looked really cool. Let me just see if I'm missing anything. It might just be logos now. Probably. Cool. I like that song a lot. It had like the jazz, it had the soul, it had the feel, and I like the lyrics a lot as well, of like, again, that play on words. I don't know why I didn't catch that until like the second time it was being sung. I just didn't catch that could be like, I think it was when they said death, like when I was like, oh, that's also what it could mean, you know? But I'm a slow person, so like, blame it on me. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just bad at this. But I really liked the feel of it, definitely. It felt very good to listen to, but it also had some really fun lyrics, and like, it's a little more happy than the previous one, but also, like I said, it asks some questions that maybe you should answer or just leave it at that. But yeah, I like that. That was really fun. So yeah, next up is Tablo and RM's All Day. I do know who Tablo is. I'll talk about it a little bit more in the next one, obviously. I just want to move on to it. But let's go into this song. Let's go into All Day. Let's go. Alright, lovelies, let's move into our next song. This is All Day with RM and Tablo. I do know who Tablo is, like I just mentioned. He either is or has been, I don't know his status right now, but he was a part of Erykah, at the very least, he was part of it, which is one of like the biggest K-hip hop groups of all time, I believe. And I don't think I've listened to many songs of them, but I know obviously because they're very well known that they obviously have some credit behind them, you know? So hopefully maybe this will be more of like a rap song, but also I don't know like all about his musicality, Tablo. So I'm intrigued to see if he has some hidden secrets in this that I might not like I should say, that will be a surprise to me. We'll see. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Let's listen. Okay, we're still here with that R&B vibe. Ooh, I like the vocals here. The choppiness. Ooh. Ooh. This is like this feels immediately like a party song, but it's like like not fully party, but it feels like this could be played at like a fancy dinner, you know?
Okay. 요즘 광고는 똑같아. 일단은 즐겨라 내 맘대로. 멋진 옷을 입은 멋진 춤추는 이들 밖은 몸치가 더 많네. 그저 습관이든 I don't care. 알지 그런 놈들이 더 두께요. 사실 몸은 아무것도 아니야. 막 믿어무지 그래 내가 날 모르네. 꺼져 인공지능 fuck the algorithm. 사색이 필요해 fuck all the rhythm. 사이 활동을 안.
He's like, jeez. Fuck the AI, fuck the algorithm. Yeah, true, fuck the AI. I hate AI. Me and the homies dislike the AI. Whoa. Whoa.
꺼져 인공지능 fuck the algorithm. 사색이 필요해 fuck all the rhythm. 사이 활동을 안 주는 내 바이오리듬 언제쯤 써보게 될까 나만의 시름. 살아남느라 잊혀진 dream에 너도 한낱쯤 별이 돼버린 잊혀진 뭔가를 찾고 있다면 honey it tastes like me.
Ooh. Okay. Whoa. Ooh, I like this vibe a lot. Ooh. I know that who is this? Who is that producer? They pronounced Ugg. They produced Ugg. Who is it that uses that? I don't know. Ah. Ooh.
분위기 What we doing here 전부 제자리 수밖에 죄다 줄립길 They want you in fear They say
Hold on, I've not been paying attention. Ooh, I like this tone a lot.
이게 무슨 분위기 What we doing here 전부 제자리 수밖에 죄다 줄립길 They want you in fear They 감히 생각을 말해 어서 접어 origami They got you by your balls and your social economics That's big facts
Whoa.
색을 밟아버린 think tanks 식어버린 게 내 impact 더 큰 불을 지펴 네 인생은 big match Burn it up 뭘 겁이 나 Get your ass off the bench start warming up We gotta fight when they say behave I'ma be okay I'ma be that way 눈물을 두고 알아서 잘 지낼게 Haters 어서 눈 감아 내 인생 꼴 보기 싫으면 원래 꿈 같은 일에 눈 뜨고 보기 힘들어 You feel me?
Whoa. That's such a cool line. It's hard to watch a dream with your eyes open. Oh. Ooh, there's been so many good like lines in this listen already, and we're only 3 songs in. Ooh. Whoa.
눈 뜨고 보기 힘들어 You feel me? I'm fighting all day Get out of my way I'm living my way All day
Oh, it's so funky. I love it. Oh, there's almost a choir feel in this one too, because there's like very, very high pitched vocals at the back when he's doing those lines. Oh,
잔인한 세상에 오늘을 비우는 것 같을까 세상이 뭐라고 말해도 우리나라 어른아 You gotta believe it You gotta believe it You gotta believe it You gotta
feels like I'm in church.
You gotta believe it You gotta be feeling We know we fight all day
Ooh, that was the end? Shut up. Whoa, that was really cool. Again, just like I said at the end there, like at least at the last part, but also kind of at the chorus, it felt like I was in like a church and I was just like singing the Lord's praises or whatever you like to say. But I like that song too. It's sort of like a go out there and be yourself. Don't worry about what people say. I like that we got a little bit like fuck the system with it. I like that. Like stop caring about the trends and what others want you to watch. Like stop caring so much about others, and especially those in powers. Like wants what they want for you and what you want are totally separate most of the time, and you should follow what you want for yourself, you know? You've been fighting all day. Ooh, I love that song, like, as a vibe. Ooh, that was really good. It really, like, pleased my ears, I should say, because, like, again, it had sort of a jazzy feel as well. We had a lot of R&B this album, which I'm really happy about. He usually does go for that sort of feel, Namjoon, but, like, it's been a lot of it so far, and I really like that. But yeah, ooh. Whoa. All right. Well, let's go into our next song now. We have the one, I don't think I've heard this person's voice ever before, so I'm intrigued, but this is Forgetful. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what this one is like, and like I said, I don't think I've heard that person's voice, so I'm intrigued to see what they sound like. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into our next song. Let's go into Forgetful. Let's go. Alright, lovely, so let's go into our next song. This is RM and Kim Sawol. Please let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. Forgetful. I'm curious about this one. This is like the shortest one we had so far. So we'll see what kind of vibes we have here. But I believe because of the automatic play that does, like YouTube does, I feel like I heard him count down. So I feel like this might be a little bit of like a slower song. And also, again, this person looks like they have a beautiful voice, just like based on the looks of them. So this is probably going to be like ballady. I'm guessing ballad. Are we going sad song in like the middle of the album? Perhaps we are. I'm curious. And also the title. We'll see. But yeah, let's go into our next song. Let's go.
1, 2.
Guitar. Oh shit. Whoa.
어제 나를 축구해줘요 나 고작 26인데
Wow.
왜 기억하질 못
Yeah. Whoa. Anyway, I'm not this is not me looking into it and being like, that's kind of crazy to be so successful as 26. That's a lot. Anyway, I didn't expect acoustic, but I guess that's what we're going for. Okay.
어제 나를 축구해줘요 나 고작 26인데 왜 기억하질 못하냐 해요 내 친구들 서운해해요 미안해 생각이 참 많아요 내 메모리가 모자라요
Oh no, this feels like it's gonna be triggering.
가시들과 오고야만 아침과 각자의 방식들
Wow.
스스로 마취해가요
Ooh. Ooh, the noises. Wow.
공원에 가지 않으면 돼.
Wow.
자연의 색이 좋아요. 어차피 다 시간 문제예요. 너도 그게 필요할걸요. Yeah. 어릴 적 풀냄새 기억나요. 꽤나 새삼스러울걸요. 그래요 그냥 잊고 살아요. 여기 모두가 바본걸요. 수많은 가시들과 오고.
The voice is so breathy and high. It fits so well with this vibe too. Like you either have to, in my opinion, if you want to do a song that's just like guitar based and that's basically it, I hear something else too, but if you want to do a song that's like basically just guitar, you either have to have a low voice or a very high voice, like nothing in between, because that like really fits the vibe of it, in my opinion. So like having him who has a very low register naturally, and then having her, I assume, with like a very high like voice register, it's really working together right now. Ooh.
많은 아침과 각자의 방식들로 스스로를 마취해가요.
와. 와. I'm just feeling it. Perfect. Wow. We're already fading out. Ooh, that gives me chills. We're walking in the park or something. Ooh. Why did that give me such chills in the back of my head? It felt like I was like, ooh. That truly felt like I was walking outside right there. Whoa. Some of the like I said, some of the lines in here were quite triggering, honestly. Because if you don't know me, I have really terrible memory, and I'm not sure really where it comes from, if it's like a thing just me like naturally, like just something I was born with, I have terrible memory, or if it's because let's just say I haven't had the best life. that might also be something to do with that. But I am somebody who constantly apologizes for the fact that I'm really bad at remembering stuff. People will talk about things in front of me and I will not remember anything about it. And they were like, you were right there. And I'm like, should I just like pretend that I was there, like I remember it, or should I like just keep denying it? And most of the time I just go with it and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I do remember, even though I really don't. And it feels sort of like in a way that like, yeah, it is almost betraying people around me in some ways, because they have that memory and they apparently enjoyed it so much that it became like a focus in their minds, but I forgot it. Does that mean that I'm a bad person? You know what I mean? I'm not here to trauma dump on you. This is not what is right for this channel. And because we're doing a brand new artist today that I haven't done on my channel before, this might have some new viewers and you're watching this and you're like, damn, I didn't ask for this. I'm sorry. But like with the vibe of the song itself, it just makes sense that I would talk about it, to be honest. But yeah, a little bit triggering, but I liked it. I thought it was very soothing. And I like the guitar a lot. Usually I'm not one for guitar songs, but I think with the added whistling that they did in the chorus, it's just, I don't know if it's the chorus necessarily. It might just be like a bridge sort of, but with that added whistling, I just thought it became almost like fantasy, like it became very dreamy, you know? Which also kind of makes sense for this kind of song, because maybe it was all just a dream and my memories are fake. I don't know. But yeah, that was very pretty. I enjoyed that. But yeah, let's go into our last song for today. We have Closer with Paul Blanco and Mahalia. I know Paul Blanco. I think he is like a pop musician, if I'm not mistaken. Do not know the second person there. I'm just going to check real quick that I'm not mistaken myself and that it is the last song for this part. Yes, it is. So we'll see what the song sounds like, though. I'm intrigued. But yeah, let's go into our last song for part 1, and then we're going to go into part 2. And I'll be uploading this at the same time, so it's just jump over there if you want to continue. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into that as well. Let's go into our last song for this part, Closer. Let's go. Alright, lovelies, let's go ahead and get into our last song for part 1. This is Closer with Paul Blanco and Mahalia. Don't know how to pronounce the name correctly. But yeah, I'm intrigued about this one. We have 3 artists on one. I think this is the one with the most people at the same time. So I'm curious about this to see what it sounds like. But hopefully, maybe we'll get a little bit of a cheerfulness. I don't know, though. We'll see. Maybe it'll just be like another one where I'm like, God. We'll see, though. But yeah, let's just go ahead and see what we have in store. Let's go.
I get a feeling sometimes that I can't get close enough to you. I feel it most in the nighttime, even though that's when I'm closest to you.
Whoa.
I could be under your skin, closer than we've ever been.
Is this sexy? Are we getting sexy? Oh, please.
I feel it most of the night time, yeah.
Ooh.
Me never on your timeline, yeah. See you always in the limelight. Keep me rolling in the deep, yeah. Not a taste, no joke, I don't mean it. Don't cease, baby, don't. Why you floating? Wanna lock you up on my side, but you run away like fish, yeah. I keep you.
You run away like fish. I am happy we get some like intermission between the like little bit of like sadder vibes and like the existential feeling of like dread. I don't know what to call it, but I'm happy we're getting a little bit of like a just body roll type of song, you know? Anyway.
Side, but you run away like fish, yeah. I keep you right next to me. Only just in my dream. I see you in right the grind. Don't wake me up from sleep.
Ooh, that's a cool way to say it.
Everything, all the pain. Why you showed up in my life like this? So sudden, oh God, no.
Ooh.
I get a feeling sometimes that I can't get close enough to you. I feel it most in the nighttime, even though that's when I'm closest to you. If I could be under your skin, closer than we've ever been. Maybe closer than we've ever been.
Come all out of your front of black, baby.
Ooh.
Set a time, don't wait for nobody. Oh, I bet you thought.
Where do I feel that voice is from? I feel like I might have heard a song with him before in it. I don't know though. Okay, so maybe it's like a mix between like sexy and like sad, sort of, because it's like I want you here by my side, but you're not responding, you know? Come holla at a youngin'.
Black, baby. Set a time, don't wait for nobody. Oh, I bet you thought, baby.
Oh, the voice is so similar, like familiar to me.
And I make our lips stop, baby. And once again, you made me misplace my pride, baby.
Ooh, he's really good there. Vocal. Wow. Ooh. Whoa. Wow, his whole part there, like the vocals, like on, what should I call it? The background vocals, yeah. The background vocals were so good to listen to there in that part. Ooh, I was really like magnetized. I was enticed there. Whoa. Change up?
Please leave your message after the beep.
Oh, that's cool. It's like it's a voicemail. Whoa. Oh, I like this part a lot.
Just looking at you. Let's go, we don't take control. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Stay
Wow. It's so interesting to listen to all the things that's happening.
Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
Whoa. That's interesting. I like that song a lot. I thought it in the first parts of it, it was like a little too little for me. Like usually I need like a little bit of an oomph to get me into something. But I feel like that last part was really satisfying to me. And I don't know why. Maybe it's like the kick up in like the tempo a little bit. Like it got a little faster, it got a little more fleshed out in the actual instrumental of it, and like the way that he was singing it there. I liked it a lot. Yeah. Yeah, we got a boo, and they're not in it for us, you know. We're not getting close enough. We want more of a connection in whatever way we are thinking of it of. Like we want more of an emotional connection. We want more of like a romantic connection. That's what we want more of. And we're just seemingly not getting it. But yeah, very interesting to end this off on. Very interesting vibes for sure. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching part 1. I'll be back with part 2 at the same time. I'm gonna be like uploading these at the same time, so look out for them when they come out. And I hope you enjoy them as well as the part 1 that you've already watched right now. But I'm going to end it off real quick and sweet here so that you can just move on, and I won't do an actual like official outro. But I forgot to mention it at the beginning of this part, obviously, but I'll be doing my rating at the end of part 2, which will be like my whole like summary of what I thought of the whole album and my rating of it from 1 to 5 stars, depending on how much I liked it. And that'll be at the end of part 2. So look out for that when that comes. And I hope you enjoy it, but if you want to see the rest of the songs, go on to part 2. I'll be sure to link it either up there or you'll find it in the description. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in part 2, hopefully. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, bye, lovelies. Bye.